Hey guys, I thought I'd come on here for a moment and do some Q&A with you guys and maybe do a little bit of healing work on you guys that are listening or looking at this live. So I'm gonna just wait here for a moment and see who pops in. And if you have any questions, I'm gonna connect you with Spirit. I'm going to do a little bit of healing today live. So we're going to release and integrate fear. Something that I feel like a lot of people need. So if you've been afraid or if you have any fear of rejection, fear of being punished, or fear of God anywhere in your being, we're gonna extract that because Spirit says that I need to show you guys a little bit about what my healing event is going to be about tomorrow. Unfortunately, the class for tomorrow is full, but don't worry. I am planning on doing another healing event. Spirit says that we need to start doing these events at least twice a week. So if you guys have any questions, for now, I ask you guys to share this live video. Hey, Nata, how are you? Hey, Tansy, how are you? Michael and Raquel, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, I'm going to be connecting to Spirit today for you guys and do a little bit of a mini reading. Again, my healing event that I have scheduled for tomorrow is completely filled, but don't worry if you didn't make it or if you can't make it or if you weren't able to join me for this event. I'm going to have another one in 2 weeks, and hopefully we can start doing this small groups every 2 weeks. Okay, so I honestly feel that we're going to do some healing here. I kind of feel what Spirit has been talking about here lately is that a lot of you guys are trying to push through to the next level, and it feels like you're hitting brick walls. And Spirit is saying that it's like one thing after another keeps happening or coming up. But you know what? You got to push through this. You got to stay strong. Even if it takes you a couple more weeks, even if you feel like it's going to take you a little bit longer, you know, it's going to be okay. And here's the thing, I was talking to one of my clients today about expectations. And this is something that's been coming up with Spirit a lot here lately. And Spirit keeps telling me that sometimes when we have expectations and those expectations don't get met, we get angry or upset or disappointed. Sometimes our expectations may be set too high. And this is something that relates to relationships as well, that if you have high expectations about a certain relationship and the person doesn't turn out to act that way or do something, and it's all about acknowledgement also. And so if you don't feel like you're being acknowledged, or if you don't feel like that you're getting confirmation from your partner or your family that you're doing the right thing, they're saying that maybe it's your expectations are too high, that not everyone's going to react the way you want them to. And this is also a sense of control and control issues, and maybe these stem from fear that maybe you're not on the right path, or maybe you're not doing something right. And so it's almost like we got to kind of let go of limitations from expectations. So I'm going to open up a portal here with angels, and I'm asking that God step in, please. And I'm asking that God's presence be with us at this moment. I only wish to connect to those energies, thought forms, and entities that are 100% of God's loving light. I only wish to communicate with those that are of God's loving light, and I'm asking God's presence and His golden light to fill everyone here today with your divine light. And I request that my beloved archangels to create a super bubble filled with light. And I need you to scan everybody's entire body that is watching this video. And I need you to locate fear of rejection, fear of rejection by other human beings that are embedded in the four-body system, and each person that is watching this video. And I ask you to extract it from their entire cells and place it into this ball of light. Now all you have to do is relax and just ask God through prayer to surround you with his super bubble filled with light of unconditional love, and that he help you to release any fear-based energy. Locate every fear-based energy or fear of rejection and kind of feel where exactly in your body do you hold this at. Is it in your stomach? Some of them, I'm being told, is in the throat. Some of you guys are really afraid that if you speak up and tell your truth that you're going to be rejected by family or friends or people that you're around. And for some reason it's created a blockage there. So I'm asking that Spirit remove this fear of rejection by other human beings that's embedded in your four-body system. I ask that you extract it from their entire body and entire cells and place it in a super bubble filled with light. Next, I ask you to locate and find any fear of death, whether it be within this lifetime or within past lifetimes. And once it's found, I ask you to begin extracting the fear from the body and completely release it permanently from their four-body system and being, and place it into the ball of light. Next, beloved archangels, I ask you to locate the fear of being powerful. Extract them and put them into this ball of light. Angels, I now ask you to locate any fear of punishment or fear of God anywhere in their being. Locate any belief found in the consciousness that something bad will happen. Beliefs that things are too good to be true. Beliefs of waiting for the other shoe to drop. Angels, please go back in time and locate any traumatic experiences of being punished, whether it was by a parent or by society. And I ask you to locate all cellular memories of being ridiculed and scorned and extract them and place them in the super bubble filled with light. I now ask you to help each person watching this video to completely integrate and release the fears. And I now request that you take this ball of light up into the sky to be transmuted with God's light. And you'll say 3 times that I am now willing to go deeply and completely into any and all fear within my physical, emotional, mental, astral, or etheric bodies. I feel it, I experience it, and I release it into the light permanently. I am now willing to go deeply and completely into any and all fear within my physical, emotional, mental, astral, or etheric bodies. I feel it, I experience it, and release it into the light permanently. I am now willing to go deeply and completely into any and all fear within my physical, emotional, mental, astral, and etheric bodies. I feel it, I experience it, and I release it into the light permanently. So Spirit is also telling me that there's someone online that is really, really worried about their family member. I'm not sure if this person is doing things that is harming themselves, or if they feel like they're going into complete depressive state. But they're saying that this person is needing to get themselves in order, and they're trying, but they don't know how. Spirit is also telling me that you need to give them 6 weeks, and it feels like a family intervention is going to be needed. So if you guys are watching online and you have a question, I will be on here. Take advantage. It doesn't happen all the time. You know that I hardly pop in here and do this. I'm going to try as much as possible to pop in and answer questions and do some healing here. I want to say hello to Jenny and Melissa. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, please pop in now. Just for those people who just got in, I just want you to know that the class for tomorrow is completely filled. And we're going to be releasing psychic hooks and etheric cords. I'm going to be teaching you guys what the symptoms or the signs of being energetically drained by psychic or energetic vampires. I'm gonna also teach you guys a little bit, or talk a little bit about the different types of energy vampires. We talked about some of them the other day. We talked about the sob sister, the drama queen. We've talked about the blamer, the negative Nelly person that's just always negative all the time. So we're gonna also be discussing how to protect your aura and your auric field, and how to cleanse yourself, and you're going to go through a little bit of a healing that you experienced here today. So Jenny, finance and job problems, any possible changes for me? So Jenny, let me say this, is that I kind of feel like you've got to push through. They're saying to me that you really, really, really need to work on your thought forms. Okay, you've got to work on your thought forms. Spirit says that you're creating drama that is not there. It's almost like you're looking for the other shoe to drop. And this is a fear that we released earlier today. But your finances and job problems will start to take a change or shift soon when you start to shift your vibration and your thought forms. Okay, so it says, I had a dispute on July 4th. With my brothers. I'm the only girl and it's on my heart very heavy. Okay, so I'm going to say this, is why do I feel like they want you to conform to their beliefs of how you should act or what you should do with your life? Like, it's almost like they're trying to control you, or they're pushing their beliefs on you too much. What does this mean to you? I hope this makes sense, but they're telling me this is that you shouldn't have to change who you are or your beliefs or how you live just to make other people happy. And it's almost like I feel too that there's also someone in the family that they feel is getting out of control, or they're not getting themselves together, and that they need a lot of help, and they're getting upset with this. And so here's the thing, is that everybody needs their own time to get on their feet. And so what I'm going to say is this, is that you don't worry about what their beliefs are, because they're going to come around sooner or later. You're going to be talking to them soon, so don't worry. Yes, this is going to pass, okay? Okay, so the question is, shall I use a chance and go to house sit a dog, sit in Austin, or shall I stay here and work at the studio? Well, there's the thing, is that of course you have 2 doors that are open for you, but here's the thing, is that you can do the house sitting and dog sit in Austin if you like, but here's the thing, if you go over there, I see you starting your own business with that. And doing more than what you thought. And Spirit says that if this is something that you want to do, because I do feel like doing your own thing or doing your own business is really, really strong. And here's the thing, Spirit says you can do both if you try to balance it, but for some reason the dog sitting is going to take precedence or take more of your time. Should you stay here and work? Should you stay here and work at the studio? Here's the thing, are you not having enough clientele with the studio? Because it makes me feel like there's something missing with the studio. It's like either there's not enough work here, but for some reason I feel like in Austin really is where you need to plant your feet at, because it feels like there's more work over there for some reason. So, and I'm being told that you may, it's so weird. It's almost like I feel like you're combining the two. I don't know if you're going to be combining portrait or studio stuff with animals or what's happening with that, but it's like there's a combination, and you may be doing both, but it feels like the work is not here. It feels like your work really, where you stay busy, is in Austin. Okay, let's see. Why do you always feel stuck? I kind of feel that the reason why you always feel stuck is because I think that you're settling somehow. I feel that you keep settling for some reason. Almost like you're doing this, or you're doing certain things because you feel like it's going to please other people, and then you get into stuff that you really don't want to do. I also kind of feel you feel stuck because you're taking on way too much responsibility by caring for other people, and it feels like everybody needs to start doing their part. This is what they're telling me. Everybody needs to start doing their part in the household or at work, whatever. But Spirit says you're feeling stuck because it just feels like you're settling. That I feel like there's a different path you need to take, or the different path that you need to take has to do with you making sure that everybody does their part so that you can focus on one thing instead of multiple. Okay, so you say, my dream is to come to Houston from Austin if needed. Okay. So, Nathan, let me ask you something, because it feels to me like wherever you move to, wherever you're supposed to be moving to, there's more work there. You know, it just feels like there's, and it just feels like it ties in with the pet stuff for some reason. It's like more work. And so let me just say this. If you're doing the pet sitting in Austin and that's where you're at, and if you're doing the pet sitting in Austin and that's where you're at, you know what, Spirit's saying that we may need to discuss this further. That it would be better if you and I talk on the phone one-on-one, so that way I can explain to you fully what I'm picking up. And you can schedule a session through my website. You can do a mini session. It shouldn't take long for me to say what I have to say. And then we can discuss your concerns. And if you feel like you have more than just a 15-minute session can cover, we can also do a 30 or 45-minute. And because there's some stuff there that I feel Spirit says that we need to go in detail with. Okay. Now, hold on. What is it? Let me go through these messages here. Hold on. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions, okay, so, okay, Rhonda, thank you. Yes, everything you said was how it happened. You're amazing. You're welcome. So if anybody else has any questions, I will be here online just a few more minutes. My kids are over there. Okay, so, yeah, so in Houston, Spirit is telling me that I'm having to help everybody expand by doing some spiritual healing and clearings. And, you know, sometimes Spirit has a tendency of coming through and I relay messages to people. So if you've never had a session before, oh, that was a good question. So somebody asked me earlier, what are, okay, actually, let me get my phone here. What was the question that they had? Hold on, let me log in real quick. The question that they asked was, so the spiritual healing event that's coming up, what is it exactly? So let me just say this, is that no two sessions or no events are the same. Sometimes I go in thinking I'm going to do something and then something else ends up happening. But pretty much what it is that I take you through a meditation. I go in myself and connect to the angels and Spirit, and I connect to you on an energetic level. And I just start releasing things. Sometimes Spirit may say that some of the people there have psychic hooks or entities, or there's loved ones that pop up that say, okay, look, Victoria, I want to connect with my daughter, or I want to connect with my nephew or whoever, and then I relay messages. Sometimes people have entities that are attached to them that are dragging them down and that are not beneficial. And so I go and I extract them. And during the meditation, sometimes I will do an abundance clearing. If Spirit tells me, Victoria, we're going to schedule a healing session and I want you to help everybody to release their abundance and prosperity blocks, I'm going to want you to go in and take out any imprints, do some forgiveness work with them, help them clear out karmic imprints and karmic loops, and release any karmic contracts. So it's a lot of soul healing that is going to be happening. We will do some sound therapy. I have my shaman rattles. I have my shaman drums. I even have some meditation music that'll kind of help you guys while I guide you through a meditation for healing. Everybody's different. Sometimes some people will get a hands-on healing, and you'll get to witness yourself to see how exactly I work. I'll have people standing in front of me and I will not touch their body, but yet I'll start pulling stuff out and you'll see their body sway, or they completely fall out like on the floor, or they burp or they laugh or they cry or something because they feel something being pulled out of them. So it's something that I encourage you guys to attend. And so I'm going to be doing small little every 2 weeks or maybe even weekly circles where people can come in and get a healing real quick and get a mini session, like a mini reading, like what we're doing now. And it's just going to be an awesome experience for everybody. Everybody's going to help shift. There's sometimes that there's people that have actual demons on them. And you might be able to experience witnessing that being extracted. I've literally had people get a healing from me, and then they start talking in weird tongues, and it's really something negative that's in them that we have to pull out, and has to have God and Jesus come in and help remove that. You'll see speakers flicker, lights flicker, all kinds of stuff going on as we're releasing certain things. And so I know a lot of people are afraid of that and aren't sure about whether or not this should be for you, but I am an ordained minister, guys. I do believe fully in God and Jesus and the angels and everything. And so I've helped so many people. I've helped thousands and thousands of people shift their vibration, help them to release any type of strong negative energy vibrations that are holding them. I've literally extracted poltergeists from people's houses before. Some people have some really strong ghosts or entities in their house. And unfortunately, poltergeist was one of the ones that fit into one of the categories. And so only a strong shaman, or I don't like to call myself a shaman because I don't feel like that's what I am, but only a strong angel healing practitioner is what I call myself. So only a strong healing practitioner can deal with such vibrational energies and shift vibrations, making negative energy vacate a premises or someone, and bringing in positive light into the household or to the person, period. Can I do a mini session right now? Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Inbox me, please, privately, and that way I can send you the link and the telephone number to call. So let's schedule for like 10 o'clock today, hun. Okay. So let's go. Last question if possible. Okay. So Jenny, I'm going to encourage you to schedule an appointment with me so that we can discuss this off the air. Okay. Go to my website. You know the website is victoriaalvarado.com. What can I do to keep pushing through walls that keep coming up? Okay, so I think I answered something for you earlier, sweetheart. Okay, so I'm going to encourage you to, okay, you know what, Raquel, I think you need to come for a healing session then, to kind of help you push through these walls. because for some reason you keep absorbing other people's energy for some reason, and it just feels to me, have you been crying a lot or being very emotional? Because it just feels like very strong in your heart. I'm gonna wait for you to respond with that. If you want, I can probably fit you in for tomorrow, but if not, in 2 weeks, you may want to come to one of the healing events so that way we can help you push through these walls. And this is another reason, is that if you're absorbing a lot of other people's energies, you're gonna, so this is more than just psychic hooks. These feels like, I mean, psychic cords. This is more like a psychic hook. And sometimes a psychic hook is, it's like, it's embedded in the heart chakra, and it's almost like this person or people feed off of you and they drain you so bad. And it's almost like they need you to feel better about themselves. Okay, and for some reason, this person keeps pulling you down every time you try to excel or move up for some reason. And I feel like this is what's getting you stuck, because I feel like every time I'm trying to move forward, something happens, or something happens with this person and I can't for some reason. So with that being said, I'm going to encourage you to get with me off air, inbox me, and I may be able to fit you in for tomorrow. I have to look at the schedule and see if I can, and if not, then there's another healing event coming up in 2 weeks. So I'm going to get off of here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.